And flooding has been a huge problem across this country. Evacuation notices are still in effect this morning for several communities along the swollen Mississippi, Missouri, and Arkansas rivers. In Missouri, a levee along the Mississippi breached over the weekend. Officials are urging people who live near the levee, which is about an hour or so north of St. Louis, to leave their homes. All this weather will the water will be heading our way, which is why the Corps of Engineers is continuing to watch spillways like the Bonnie Carey Spillway and the Morganza Spillway. They have delayed the opening of the Morganza, but it likely will happen, right, Dave?
Yeah, it should. This Thursday. And now, again, the levees down here are a lot stronger and built up differently than they are upriver in the Mississippi River. So that's why a lot of their levels tend to fail versus ours are fairly strong, and very strong, I might add, too, considering they're holding the water back since January. Right now,